When I think of influential tactical RPGs, Shining Force immediately comes to my mind. Released in North America in March of 1992, it was a sister game of Shining in the Darkness, a first-person dungeon crawler RPG. Unlike its predecessor, Shining Force introduced a grid-oriented combat system, which became a significant innovation that influenced later games such as Tactics Ogre, Fire Emblem, and Final Fantasy Tactics. In Shining Force, each unit occupies a square on the grid, has a fixed movement range, and can take one action per turn. Battles typically require defeating all enemies or a specific enemy leader. One unique aspect of Shining Force is that battle action take place on a separate screen, including attack and healing abilities. Let me know in the comment what you think about Shining Force or what interests you about the game. Jeane the Arc. This strategy RPG set itself apart by incorporating elements from the story of Joan of Arc, although it takes place in a fictional fantasy world rather than a historical retelling. The game features anime-style cutscenes, a common trope in Japanese PSP games. In Jeane the Arc, you take control of a title characters and joined by other characters throughout the game. The gameplay follows the traditional strategy RPG formula, similar to games like Shining Force and Final Fantasy Tactics. While it doesn't introduce groundbreaking gameplay mechanics, it excels in its execution. If you play Jeane the Arc, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section.
We mustn't lose heart.
Triangle strategy starts off slowly, with an unappealing introduction to the character and a lack of context. The setting and characters may seem mundane and boring at first, but as the game progresses, the slow pace becomes a virtue. The story evolves into tense and human political drama, with intriguing plot twists and a decision system that emphasizes the importance of expressing beliefs and understanding character relationships. The combat system in Triangle strategy is similar to other tactical RPGs like Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem. It is well designed and perfectly tuned, providing a satisfying level of challenge without becoming overly complex. Fae Tactics offers a solid entry in the SRPG genre. The game follows the story of Peony, a young girl searching for her mother in a world where humans with magical abilities called witches exist. The art style may appeal to fans of retro aesthetic, but it may not be as appealing to those who prefer more modern designs. The gameplay in Fae Tactics is where the game truly shines. It features a robust elemental weakness chart, auto-triggering passives, and a card buff system reminiscent of classic SRPGs. Fae Tactics is a love letter to tactics game enthusiasts. While the story may not be particularly memorable, the game's focus on delivering a challenging and rewarding SRPG experience is evident. Symphony of War follows the story of Davoa, an orphan-turned army strategist in a land torn apart by warring empires and political turmoil. The narrative is compelling, filled with political intrigue, and the characters are likable. The battles in Symphony of War are reminiscent of Fire Emblem games, where you control various units such as swordmen, cavalry, archers, and mage, with the goal of defeating the opposing force. However, it's not as simple as it seems, as there are secondary and tertiary objectives to complete, such as capturing enemy strongholds, liberating towns, and seizing mines. Symphony of War: The Nephilim Saga is a fantastic indie game that captures the essence of old-school Fire Emblem games while adding its own unique twist. Tactics Ogre departs from its predecessor, Ogre Battle, with a completely reinvented combat system. Battles take place on isometric battlefield based on a grid, and each character can move and take one action per turn. Elevation plays a significant role in combat, affecting movement and providing positional advantages or disadvantages. The story of Tactics Ogre is dark and revolves around themes of malevolence, betrayal, and death. Originally released for the Super Nintendo in Japan, it was later ported to the PlayStation in North America in 1998, and in 2011, Tactics Ogre released on the PlayStation Portable, with several changes and improvements. Many consider the PSP version to be the best version to play. From Mission 3, released by Squaresoft in 1999 for the PlayStation 1, is a tactical RPG set in the world of mechas and warfare. The story of From Mission 3 is epic and revolves around two main characters, Kazuki Sakamura, a teenage boy with anger management issues, and Ryoga Kazama, his optimistic friend. In From Mission 3, you control a team of 4 mechas known as Wanzers, and your objective is usually to destroy all enemy forces. However, the mission can vary in their goals. The game offers a lot of customization options. You can change and upgrade every part of your Wanzers from the body to the legs. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor, the latest installment in the long-running Megami Tensei franchise, combines various gameplay elements from different genres to create a unique and captivating role-playing experience. Set in a chaotic Tokyo, the city is under quarantine due to mysterious accident and a horde of rampaging demons. Equipped with customized portable computer called Combs, you and your friends have the ability to summon demons and fight back against the impending catastrophe. Story mission and battles are clearly marked on the map, ensuring that you always know where to go next. As the days progress, you will need to make difficult decisions about which storyline to follow, as your choice will impact the available endings and other significant moments throughout the game. Fire Emblem Three Houses. This turn-based strategy game offers a vast and open-based hub to explore, new ways to customize your fighters, and a gripping story that matches the brutality of the choice you make on the battlefield. The battles take full advantage of the switch power, resulting in impressive-looking maps. Choosing the right weapons for each character becomes crucial, and units have more options than ever before when trained in the right way. The reward of thinking ahead is immense. Vandal Heart, a game that still lingers in my mind after all these years. Released during the early days of the PlayStation, this game stood out for its large-scale battles, allowing you to command up to 12 characters compared to other games like Final Fantasy Tactics, which only allowed for a smaller party size. In Vandal Hearts, you step into the shoes of Ash Lambert and his friends as they uncover a government conspiracy and find themselves caught in a struggle between tyrants and innocent. This game took a dark and violent turn, offering a stark contrast to the RPG stories that came before it. The attack animation in Vandal Hearts were also noteworthy, with unique touches like characters spitting on the ground or licking their blades before attacking. This animation added to the game's overall mood and made it a truly unique experience. Final Fantasy Tactics is often regarded as one of the greatest tactical RPGs of all time, and for good reason. It combines a compelling story, deep gameplay mechanics, and a rich and immersive world. One of the key factors that set Final Fantasy Tactics apart is its intricate and complex storyline. The detailed pixel art and beautifully designed environments bring the world of Ivalice to life. The game introduced many innovative gameplay mechanics that have since become staples in tactical RPGs. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I need your support to make this channel grow. Please give a like, subscribe and share this video to your friends. There are a lot of other great games that I may not have put in here, but you can help by write in the comments below. This list based on personal experience. Differences of opinion can arise, but this is not a problem. I hope my video can help you find some interesting and great games to play. See you!